look terrible, but that's what you're gonna get. I didn't have time to get ready, and we had to leave. So a lot of you guys are sending me questions about traveling to Italy or living in Italy, moving to Italy, which is fine. I'm really gladly talk about my experience and what I think is useful. I saw a video on Instagram which was showing like the tourist traps of Italy. There's like tourist traps everywhere. It's not just Italy, the ones that they were writing. But I will tell you what were the points and what I'm thinking about those. On the menu, there's no written the price. That is not an Italian thing. That is in every, well, I haven't traveled all around the world, but where I traveled, and it was a big city, it is like, this is how tourist traps working. Where they're not writing the price, it is on the menu, it's a tourist trap. Obviously, they are adding, I had a bad experience in Barcelona not long ago with this. They are not writing that there's extra price if you're sitting outside, not inside. So yeah, these are obviously in every big cities is like this. It's not an Italian thing. The second one was the rose seller guys. Again, not an Italian thing. Everywhere, big city, touristic cities are like working like this. There are these guys who are selling roses, but I don't know what the touristic trap about it. I mean, like, they are selling roses and they're asking for like €1 or no, not one, maybe €3 or €5. I mean, like, there's nothing that I don't think there's any touristic trap in that. For me, was a touristic trap is that when the first time I saw this kind of stuff was in Rome, because before that, I don't know, I never experienced this, that there's these people who are like having like outfits of gladiators or whatever, depending on the city or on the country, and they are like, yeah, take a photo with me. They like, we were taking a photograph of a monument, and they were like jumping into our photographs. It's like, take a photo of us, take a photo of us. So okay, we took a photo, and they were like, okay, now you pay. And I was like, what? Like, why should we? And also they were Italian, they were talking Italian at that time. I was living here for like 2 months, and I was like, what? This is, and that time I didn't know this kind of thing that exists. So that was the first time I saw that there are people whose work, I don't think it's legal. I think, I don't know. They are just jumping into your photograph, and that is really, really nasty. I think it's really nasty, especially because we didn't know this thing exists. Like, if you are like holding a sign or what, I don't know. Like, it was really weird, and they have this way worse thing that is, I know that is illegal in Florence, in Firenze, where there's like these artists who are putting their paintings on the ground or near to the dome, and if you step on them, or they are like, or some of the guy's friend is like hitting you, so you accidentally stepping on the artwork, so they can like bust you and say like, hey, you are ruining my work, you have to pay for this and whatever, which is like super it's like super illegal. So that thing you have to really, really take care for sure, that do not go around that. But they can't make you pay for this kind of stuff. But I've been telling you this for years now. If you're following me, you already know this. Like, if you are in the main squares, close to the sea, close to having a great view or whatever, then the coffee it's gonna cost a lot. Like, wow, it's so dumb, this video. I think it has like so many views, but it's such a dumb video, because like, these are like, I don't know, it's useful for someone who never been abroad, because if you did, like, this kind of stuff. Of course, it's Sema Square in Venice, the coffee is gonna cost more. As I know, like in St. Mark's Square, it's like €25 a cappuccino, which is like 1.5 anywhere else. Vovo, igen, kutya. I feel like everyone knows these. Of course, you should never eat around or drink around the main squares or whatever. I mean, it depends. It depends on what you want, because if you want a fantastic photo at the main square with your cappuccino, that's your goal, then do it. I mean, it's like there's no problem. Like, do it. But if your main goal is to have a nice cappuccino with a good price, then don't drink on the main square. That's what I can say. Like, it depends on your needs. It's not a unique photo, it's not a unique experience, it's not a cool experience, so I wouldn't do that. But it's really up to you, like what you want. In Venice, for example, again, you can have 100, now I think it's 100 euro to have a gondola ride. Like, you can do that, there's no problem. Also, if you are like 5 of you, 20 euro each for an hour, it's a great experience. Like, do it. I never did it. I don't think I will ever do it, but I've been on the Grand Canal with boats.
Capito.
We went to buy some food again. I know, and I bought a Fanta because I don't know, because it's really hot and I was in the mood. Do you want us to go? Menjünk? Cheers. Okay, and in the meanwhile, now I checked it out, and about this roses thing, I'm not going in touristic places. That's why I didn't know this. So they are acting like the rose is for free. Like, take this rose, it's for free, and then you take it, and then they're gonna ask money from you. And okay, that is obviously not. It's the same problem as the gladiator photographs. And what I didn't experience this, but because like I never ask for a dead rose, that flower, but I know about in Padova it happened, or in also in Venice, that you're sitting somewhere and then some dude comes and like puts a bracelet on your table, for example, or some small object. Just put it on your table and then goes away. And then he comes back a couple of minutes, and if you put it away, he's asking for money or what. I don't know what exactly they are doing, because oh my god, my Fanta almost fell out. So I don't know exactly what they're doing, because I never touch those objects. Like I don't want it, thanks. I mean, if it's cool, then of course. At the beach, they can also come. Some people come and they are trying to sell you blankets and different objects. Again, necklaces. We bought a bowl, and we still use. It's a really nice bowl, like a wooden bowl. It's really cool. But yeah, the one that they are just putting stuff on your table, acting that is for free, and that it's not. That is, yeah, I consider that as a scam. Again, in big cities everywhere, not just in Italy, everywhere, but in especially in Napoli, in Rome, but everywhere else, in Venice, in Milano. Like, you should take care of your belongings if you are in a touristic area, or you are traveling with a bus, or on a tram or whatever. Yes, and there is a lot of beggars. Again, a big city problem. There are people who are begging for money. I don't. It's not my place to talk about them. I guess there are people who are actually need money, but there are people who doesn't. Like, once in Venice, I followed one of these beggars just to understand. Like, okay, I was following her for like 25 minutes, and she was going into the hospital. I'm not joking. I think that's it. These are not specific Italian touristic scams. This is like a big city. These are big city scams, problems, touristic area problems. But again, as always, what I can tell to you, if you're coming to Italy this summer, come to small places, small towns, not to the 6 biggest, I don't know, the same 10 biggest touristic places, because you're not gonna have a good experience, because it's too big, it's too crowded. You're not gonna experience this slow life think that you all really want. I don't know, it feels like that I made already a video like this. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry that it's not more fun, this video, but ciao.